the first time I stepped on stage and I heard that crowd, I felt that energy. And it's like I told you, you can't explain what it's like for one person to be feeling 60,000 people's energy. And when it's that strong, you know, and they're this intense, it's like, it's electric. It really, no matter how bad my back hurts or how sick I feel, when you step on that stage and you feel that energy, everything else goes away.
I was on Star Search. I did do Star Search, all right? Let it go.
What was your score?
I got 3¼ stars.
Who'd you lose to?
Some girl sang some Broadway song. We don't want to be anybody else. We want to be in sync, you know? I mean, wherever it takes us, you know, I think it's going to be in a positive direction because we surround ourselves with positive energy. We kind of halfway produce and direct every time we do something because usually it's our concepts, you know, that are used for the videos. But I mean, that's like everything else that we do. I mean, we direct our music, we help direct our videos. We're heavily involved in everything we do. So we put out music that we feel is us, and we feel we're taking our sound to a different place, you know, and that's what's important to us. You know, if we sell 2 records this first week, but we sell, you know, so many albums down the road, that's what's important, and we want to stick around for longer than the first week.
When did you know that you wanted to do a solo album?
Honestly, it's always been in the back of my head. It's always been in the back of my head since I was a little boy. That's why I felt the need to kind of, as an intro to the album on Like I Love You, at the end of the song, I felt the need to kind of let people know I have dreamed about this since I was a little boy. And that I never thought that the success of NSYNC would end up this way and that I would be able to do this like I'm doing it. And that's what that means.
I think it'll do whatever it does. You know, that's kind of out of my hands. As far as I'm concerned, you know, I made the best possible record I could make and I'm happy with it. I'm not gonna sit here and say it's the new sound and it's the whatever you want to call it. You know, it's just totally me and it's fun. I can't make that promise. It is fun. It's a fun record to listen to. So,
you know, I think the most important thing for me was to just throw everything that had been what I was leaning on out the window and just start from scratch and create something that was just completely me. And I feel like I succeeded. You know, I knew when the album was done. I remember getting the last song done, and I was like, "This is it. You know, it's done." And I felt like I really portrayed who I was, and I think that was my only mission.
Like I Love You was the first song that we recorded for this record, and I did it with the clips, and there was never a question in my mind that this should not be the first single. It was always, you know, this should be the first single. It sounded so original to me. It sounded like something that nobody has on the radio or nobody has on MTV. Who I started off as is somebody who felt angst in a form of heartbreak, and it was kind of eating me alive. And so the therapy came in throughout. It was like a whole big spa treatment. They just got better and better. And then at the end of the record, it was like this person who had let it all go and was like, I'm over it. I'm past it, and I'm in a good place.
The public eye is the public eye, and everybody's kind of got an opinion. And as far as the critics go and the media goes, I don't really worry too much about it. I don't let it change me. But things that are important to me are simple things: my family, my friends, and golf. That's about it, you know. And I love what I do. I think that's the most inspiring thing, is no matter what people are saying about you that is not true, you know, maybe that's the sacrifice you make for doing what you love to do, as far as this goes for me. I think after playing so many shows in a row, so many people every night, I think I just needed something creative that felt more intimate and more stripped down. And I'd wanted to do film for a while, and these offers started to manifest themselves, and they were movies that I really enjoyed reading and thought that they had something to say. Interestingly enough, for me in films, I mean, it really is a hobby. I mean, I kind of feel like I have my day job. So, you know, to do films, I mean, I really feel like I have the opportunity now to
to pick and choose ones that inspire me.
Yeah.
You kind of wanted to take some time.
You know, I mean, if I thought that I could have put something together that lived up to the first record, I would have. But I just, in trying to be sort of humble to the situation, I was just burnt out. And really, the break for me came out of a conversation with my dad. I don't get back to Memphis a lot. When I do, I'm constantly with family, because they all still live there, next to each other. We're like cookie cutter family. But I was having a conversation with him, and he goes, you know, he's like, you're good. You know, because he knows me so well, he pointed out, he's like, you're a workaholic. He goes, and take it from me, he's like, I'm almost 50. He's like, do the things that you can do while you're in your 20s. Like, enjoy your life. Enjoy what you've worked so hard for.
Is it exciting for you to be back with music again after that break?
Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a minute, so yeah, it is exciting. I mean, with the exception of the song I did with Snoop, I really haven't done much. So yeah, but I think I kind of needed it. I remember the feeling I had putting Justified out. And I said to myself, yeah, I sing R&B. You know, I was so excited to be considered an R&B artist. And the reviews came in, and I was thankful that the reviews were, you know, mediocre to good. And they were all under the pop album category. And that really messed with me. For the first 3 months that my first album was out, I couldn't enjoy it because I was like, man, I just want to get away from pop. I want to do R&B. It's what I grew up listening to, you know? After I got over my own ego, you know, like, I was able to enjoy the success of it. And realizing that was okay for me is what really the major thing that influenced the writing of this record. I said, okay, well, I'm not an R&B artist. You know, it's important to try something and go for something, but it's also important to be humble to what everybody perceives you as.
Apparently you're throwing a little show here tonight. What is this, a little party?
It's a little something.
Yeah. It's a little world tour.
God.
This is all for you. You're the boss here. You realize that. All these people here work for you.
I know.
Yeah.
It's a daunting responsibility.
Yeah.
My goal, I mean, you see the stage and how big it is. My goal was to turn an arena into a club. I mean, I prefer to play clubs just because of the ambience and the intimacy.
Yeah.
And so that was the mission, was to try to make something this big feel that small.
Is that even possible?
Well, it remains to be seen.
Yeah.
We're putting a pretty good effort into it. So.
Yeah.
You saw it when we performed Sexy back on stage. I don't even have to sing.
Right.
I mean, and that's how you know you're onto something, is when it gets under people's skin so much. It's like that's what I made it for. Like, when the song first came out, everybody was like, oh, that's a cocky statement. But you see it now. You know, you see it now where everybody in that audience really feels what they're singing. You know, they're performing it. It turns it. I don't even have to be there, really. I could leave the stage at that point. It really turns into a club.
I just believe the process is what it's really all about. And if you make the process what I was able to have the luck of tapping into with the first two, I think the end comes out the way it comes out. But for me, it is about the process. The discovery of whatever it's going to be that's the most fun part.
I feel like everybody has a journey in life, and this is mine. I don't think that I would have been happier doing something else, going to regular high school, going to college. I can tell you right now, I'm not made for college, you know? I don't think I could last in a dorm with a whole bunch of other people. But I think everybody has a journey in life, and with that, every day. Everybody has a journey every day, and this is mine.